Straight Jacket is a kind of my song in terms of the music. I think I had the chorus, and I was late for the studio. And when I got there, Buzz Bidstrup, Chris Bailey and Rick were recording something, and it was some slow atmospheric song, which I'm not particularly opposed to at all, but I was so excited about Straight Jacket. I said, guys, you've got to hear this, you've got to hear this. And they go, no, just excuse me, just a minute. We're doing this. And I said, yeah, but that sounds like travel music. How about this? Anyway, they were really pissed off with me. Everyone was angry, and it sounds like it. You can hear it on the track. I reckon it's great. So it was a good trick. We recorded it, and then Doc took a cassette of it and went up to the front office of Albert's and disappeared for a couple of hours and came back with that fantastic lyric. And he comes from the wasteland where stone streets lead into the night. It's wonderful, wonderful imagery, and he recorded it then and there. So that was how we used to work. A lot of spontaneity. That was certainly spontaneous. The travel music never appeared again.
My biggest memory is Doc turning up with that lyric. That was a one-off. It was the only time it ever happened. He disappeared, came back with the lyrics, put it down, and we had the song. It's the only song that went that way. Usually Doc wasn't even there, and he would come in and we'd present him with the backing track that we had recorded, and we would have probably spent time with him at home, going through the lyrics, pouring through his notebooks and pulling lines out and whatever, and adding what we had and putting it all together, and left him with it, and then he would come in the studio and we'd start recording the vocal. But Straight Jacket didn't happen that way. It was crucial to us, right from the very beginning of writing. The songs that we write, we wanted them to stick around. None of those dated songs that you write and you put out there, and next year they're forgotten because they're dated. And we wanted them to last, and lyrics were a huge part of that. They had to be lyrics that would stand up in 10, 20, 30 years' time.
And we're hoping 50 years' time.
Obviously the opening track was huge, had to be a song that draws you into the album. But the last song on side A, usually song number 5, not everyone turns the record over when they play an LP in those days. So it had to be a song that made you turn it over. And then, of course, the first song on side B was crucial, and so was the last song. Any songs that were kind of less crucial songs for the album, they would go in the middle of side B.
life.